Hi guys, just waiting for some people to come in. Hi Lisa. Hey sis. Hi Tommy. Hello Candy. Happy Friday to you as well. Hello Essie. Nice for you to join. Susie, hi. Hello Jude. Hey X1X. Hello Naya. Hey bro. Caroline, hello. Hey Stephanie. Hello Jennifer. I'm all right, thank you. I've running a little bit late. I got stuck on the motorway on the way home. I've just flown through the house. Hello Leonie. Hi Nikki B. How are you doing? Mod salute, Kim. Mod salute. Oh, bless Tammy. Hello, May. I don't know if you caught the back end of that. I've been stuck on the motorway, so I've not answered any messages. I know that I've got about 12 upstairs on my iPad. Hello, Rainbow. Oh, that's excellent. You lurk away, darling. Hello, Denise. Lovely of you to join us. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Hello, Shannon. Colourful Cat Lady, hi. How are you doing? Elizabeth's here. How are you, Elizabeth? Yeah, mate, it's just one of those things, you know, with the motorway. It's the M1, which runs from the north of England right to the south. And if it gets stuck, it does get stuck. It can be a nightmare. I'm happy as well, X1X. It's good to have you here. Hello, Danette. How are you? If you're talking to me now, I'm okay, thank you. Or maybe Tammy you were talking to. Never mind. Yes, the M1, Nikki, you know about that, yeah. Hello, Kim. Nice for you to join us. Hello, Dee Dee. Night Fear, how you doing? I'm okay now, thank you. Yeah, I've literally just got in. I got stuck on the motorway on the way home, so it's been a bit frustrating trying to get back. It is grim, Jude. It is. And hello, Denise. Natalie, hi. We're getting up a bit in the numbers, guys. It's going to be a mixed bag today. So I'll wait a few minutes longer. Hello, Joan. Nice of you to join us. I've even got some CDs for you to look at tonight. There's some music I'd like to share with you. And then I've got a big box that you can see here full of Happy Mail. And then we're going to be colouring in this bad boy, which is the Fantasy Adventure Dragons, Dwarves, Elves, and Other Extraordinary Creatures. And this is by Eric Messenger, which is part of the Manuary series. Yes, Jude, I've got two more as well that should be here tomorrow or Monday. This is just a lovely one to be going on with. Oh, did you send a large one, Nikki? All right, excellent. You mean Zoe Archer, is that? Ah, yes, DD, clutch them pearls. Probably done it, yeah. It's hello, Randy. Oh, thank you, Grace. You're making me blush. I've got a cup of tea with me, guys, so I will crack on with that while we're just filling the room. Filling the room with love. Hello, Faye. Nice of you to join. Yeah, me too, Denise. No, Kim, I haven't. No, I've not tried the Amazon Basics at all. Hello, Janice. Nice of you to join. Are they good then, Kim, the Amazon Basics? I have got a lot of sets now, to be fair. Who's that, Anne? Grace. Yeah, I'm going to do a video shot. I'm just waiting for the new unit to come, and then I'm going to do a full workstation and books and supplies tour. I've been asked for it so many times now, so I'm going to do that. I've got books all over the floor because the cabinet that I have, the 5x5, is full. Yes, yes, Mama. I made it home. I've been bombing around. Oh, brilliant, Natalie. Well, there's a first for everything, I guess. What's these? Sorry, guys, just clicking off these notifications that keep coming up, even though I've turned them off. Yeah, I've tried the Arteza pencils, Caroline. I like them. I think they're good. Yeah, I think the value for money and all that kind of stuff. I think they're excellent. Yeah, they're nice as well, Kim. They're really nice, aren't they? Hello, Morticia. Nice of you to join. Okay, guys. Stitching Colours, Shelley, hello. I do believe you changed your name, but hello, Shelley. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, I've got that with me at the moment. The Kelly O'Gorman calendar. Okay, guys, we're up to 59, so I think I can start. So first of all, I was gifted this wonderful package that you can see here. Hello, Robin. I can't open it directly because it's just going to bounce into the camera. So I'm just going to take things out from the inside. And just as a point, guys, after the stream, there will be, as I've got used to now, there'll be a full list of all links that's been shown on the channel today. So if you want to grab yourself anything, those links will be up and running as from about half an hour after the video's put up. So let's get cracking, shall we? So the person that sent me this box, wonderful lady, that's all I can tell you. She doesn't want to be mentioned, so I can't really do anything else than just say how grateful and how amazing this woman is. It's a huge box. It's very heavy. So I'll start and let you know what we've got inside. The first thing I got was the Inklings colouring book, which is here, which is by James Owen. And there are some really unusual designs in here. This isn't going to work, is it, guys? I'm going to have to put the box on the floor. Just bear with me, please. Might as well kick off with these then now, and then go back to the package because they're already here. So then I was sent another package with a message inside asking me not to reveal also, and it was just a message saying that they love the channel, and hi Tanya, and that they wanted to gift me something for obviously making the channel as a success as it is at the moment, and that they saw me use a marker in my other Momo girl, and they wanted me to have another copy, but they did send the second one too, and they're both really well packed in cling film, heavy books. Like I said, I will put links to everything, but I'm not going to open these and go through them, just purely down to the fact that everybody's probably seen a flip through by them. But it's an outstanding gift to receive. So the person knows who she is. Thank you very, very much indeed. I really appreciate the thought, and it's lovely to. Hello, Susan. Hello, DD number 2. Yeah, it's lovely, Tammy, and yeah. So these were gifted to me as a twin pack. Both Momo girls. One girls with poem, one girls with music. They're still sealed, so I'm not going to open those at the moment. And then I bought myself the Kelly O'Gorman calendar, which again, most people. Hello, Louise, which most people will have seen. The quality of this is astonishing. Really is astonishing. I believe Naya. Oops, I do apologise for that, guys. So look where we're going with that. Oops. There we go. So I believe Naya has been in touch with Kelly and has already shown this, but I know a few others that's got it. Beautiful, beautiful quality calendar. On the reverse of said calendar is a thumbnail, or should I say there are 12 thumbnails, one for each month. And it gives you a really good insight into what kind of pages are inside to colour. I personally like the music tree and the gypsy caravan. It is very cool, yeah. The gypsy caravan is this one. I do like that image. I think it's going to be a beautiful one to colour, but my favourite is this one. I absolutely adore this image. I don't know if you can see close up, guys, but you've got the acoustic guitar here. There is a 50s shallow mic here, along with another microphone there. There are some drums, an amplifier, a keyboard, piano. There's a trumpet, electric guitar, and tambourine. I think that's an absolutely fantastic idea to have that for July. Did somebody ask me what August was? I think I saw that briefly. I'll have a look what August is. August is a barge on a canal. I don't know what its title is. It's called Narrowboat. That's also a nice one. You know, with the cottage, the canal, the barge, and all the reeds and the dragonflies and whatnot. It's going to make a very good image coloured once finished. I think I've loosened this, guys. Just bear with me a second. There we go. So yeah, so those were those. So going back to the big parcel I was sent, the first book in that parcel, and I did say that there will be links, guys, is a book called the Inklings colouring book. which is by James Owen. Now, I thought this at first was going to be Amazon paper, but it's not. And it's by Black Squiddle Books. And there are 15 new images in here for markers, fine tip pens, coloured pencils. These illustrations are stunning, imaginative, and very detailed. And it's asking you to colour your way through the Eagle and the Child pub, along the banks of the Isis, and beneath the spires of Magdalen College. So it's got a story-based colour along to the book. Hi, Karen. Nice of you to join. Oh, thank you, May. Tanya Bond. Right, I'll look out for that. So the opening page is this, guys. It looks like a lot of gentlemen discussing something over brandy and cigars, that kind of scenario. That's then on the first page, and it's called "The Inklings I Gathered in the Rooms at Magdalen." It doesn't say what they're discussing, but one of the chaps is C.S. Lewis, and one of the chaps is Mr. Tolkien from Lord of the Rings. So I don't know who is who on there, but obviously these are very, very famous authors. And it will be interesting to do a bit of research on that picture to have a look and see who is who and what kind of stuff that they... Hello, Miss Pepsi. What kind of stuff they did. So, right, guys, we've got 79 in the house. If you want to throw us a thumbs up, that'd be excellent. It makes the channel noticed and the videos noticed when people search for colouring. So that would help. And then you've got, again, very similar to the calendar, you've got this this barge image here. And hello, Lizette. Lovely of you to join. Thank you, Ollie. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. And then you've got all the reeds, the water. I quite like this book. I think it's quite interesting. This is called The Bandersnatch. That's some sort of half dragon, half lion. And then we move on back to portrait. We've got this very intricate design here, guys. And this is claiming that this is C.S. Lewis, and he's outside Tolkien's office in Oxford. So I presume this is the Thames and all the trees and the buildings in the background. That would be stunning. The paper, guys, is incredibly thick and yeah, very detailed, Andy. Yeah, I agree. And it would stand watercolor. I'm pretty confident of that. And this image, you know, if you did cherry blossom or something similar, would look very, very inspired, I think, you know, as watercolor. And then we move on to a centaur, which is half man, half horse. It's saying it's at sunrise, so you've got the sun coming up from the horizon at the back of the ocean. You've got some ruins here and a couple of flags that's been put down. Nothing recognizable, of course, as it's all fiction. But again, the images that's been thought out here are extremely excellent. This is a chap called Warren Lewis, and he's at the kilns at the moment. So there he is, look, with his baggy pants and his pipe and his high waistband. So we can all see where Simon Cowell gets his dress sense from now. Mr. Warren Lewis. Excuse me, guys, we'll have a sip of tea. Hello, Deb C. Lovely to have you. And then we move on, guys, to this picture, which is just called Under the Willow Tree, and it's got a wizard here, and he's staring at a ring. That could be an inspiration for Lord of the Rings, who knows? He's got a ring in his hand here. And obviously, I like it. Yeah, it's something that I like, X1X. And what I will be doing is obviously putting links up, but I will show this one when I start colouring in it as well. This is a chap called Owen Barfield at Addison's Walk. Again, very detailed picture. I think so, Nikki. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a well thought out present for me. And this is Mr. Tolkien at the Tolkien home. And of course, the dragon's overlooking the house at the top there. And then we have Roy Orbison here. No, I'm only joking. This is Charles Williams at Oxford University. Again, lots of intricate designs here. Yeah, the baggy pants, what's that about? I mean, you know, he'd fly away with them. Thank you, Grace. This is Mr. Tolkien himself, author of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. He's having high tea, what we call in England high tea. He's got scones here, look. And it's not scones, if anybody wants to say anything. It's scones. They're having tea, and there's jam there, and sandwiches, and all that dainty kind of stuff they had in that time. Yeah, Oxford bags. Yes, Oxford bags. That's what they called them, wasn't it, Jude, in the 70s or something? Can't beat a scone. That's true. There you've got a dwarf warrior here. And then, of course, you move on. And we have like Hugo Dyson at the Eagle and Child Public House. And then we have the Elf Queen, who's walking down a footpath in mid-autumn by the look of it. All the leaves are falling. Low tea, I'm not sure what that'd be, Ollie. Probably crouched down under the staircase or something, you know, ramming a ginger nut down your throat. This is Addison's Gate again, and this is Mr. Tolkien as a junior. And then guys, that's the end of the book. Really impressed with that. It's not one I've seen much of. And like I said, anybody wants a flip through, they're more than welcome to ask. And then, of course, I will be putting a link up as well. So that's that. And then in the box further, there's another book here. And this is called The Colour Album. And it's a catalogue for swatches. A bit similar to the other one that was going around a while ago. I can't remember the name of that one at the moment. But this one looks very, very good. You've got a notes side here to put all your notes on. And then, of course, you've got the columns down here and the collection name. A very good book. It's really thick, and the paper is actually very decent. So again, a well thought out. And then you can at the beginning here, look, you can put all your collection of pencils or tools down here, or markers or whatever, and put the page number next to it for easy reference to go and find, because all the page numbers are on. So that's an excellent idea. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to obviously use it and get everything swatched. And then it's a big package, this, guys. And then I was gifted this bad boy here, which is called Witch Hunt in Horror Hotel. It's a hardback book. And it's by A.M. Shah, S-H-A-H. And as you open the book, it tells you that it's printed in the United States of America. It's got the ISBN number and the full name of the illustrator, which is Shah. And then it says, "Welcome to the Horror Hotel, Witch Hunt. Check-in belongs to," and then obviously put your name there, put your name here, and then you've got all the candles burning, and then you've got this pretty lady here who looks a bit like the Exorcist. She's preening outside the hotel, telling us welcome. It's one-sided, and then you've got this really dazzling image here of this woman getting grabbed through the wall. All these hands coming out of the wall. They've all got claws, giving her a bit of a bad time. So that would be lovely coloured. And then you've got this chap asleep and some mad woman next to him reading scriptures. So I don't really, I'm not really jealous of this guy at all. And then of course you've got, you know, standard Friday night, the woman on your ceiling when you wake up. Happens to everybody, doesn't it? Stuck to the wall. And then you've got this other woman in the bedroom with two candles lit, looking very, very attractive. And then you've got blood dripping down off this pair of hands here. The woman's leant back, absorbing the blood that's dropping. And she seems to be really enjoying it, almost too much. And then you've got like a witch in a fire here. She seems as though she's tied to the, almost crucified and tied to the stake, burning a witch. It's a very cool book. Yeah, I agree, Shannon. You got this this woman here. She's in the bath, I think. But there's just craziness going on in this house. It's okay, Christine. I'll put a link up at the end for everybody so you can catch up. Yeah, Ollie, yeah. It's looking very hospitable now, yeah. Oh dear. This is and then this woman here is holding a bazum or a blood bags or whatever you want to call them, almost protecting them from these pillars with a ram's head on them. Well, that's right. I mean, it's a standard Friday night, Jude, isn't it? You know, if there's no woman nailed to your ceiling on a Friday, then there's something wrong. And then we have a really grotesque picture here of a man that appears to have been murdered. That was possibly asleep. Now he's asleep for good. And this woman sat in a cauldron. You know, obviously very proud of what she's just done. There are spatters of blood all around his head, which it appears. Oh, she's telling us to be quiet now. Look, you see, we've cottoned on to her. She's got a voodoo doll here. All the candles. This is actually a good one to colour, I think. I was kind of thinking of doing like the black and red candles. You know, the kind of midnight black that has the red streaks in them, and then bits of each colour running down once it's melted. I think that'd look pretty cool on these. But she's obviously not wanting to know us to know anything. This lady's got huge hands. She's clambering through the doors, looking very, very scary. Yeah, it's that kind of thing, isn't it, Shelley? Yeah, the Evil Dead kind of zombies. Yeah, I agree. The bellboy's had it. He's gone. He's gone. His number's up. He were only wanting to go to the ground floor to get a cup of tea, and he's dead. So that's him. This woman's suspended in midair by this horrendous lady with the fangs of a wolf. It's yeah, that's right, Kathy. She's off the bellboy. Oh. This woman looks to be making a potion of some sort. She's got all the shelving in the background with all the haberdashery and bit of this and bit of that going on. And of course, you know, it's left to the imagination, I would assume, to what each thing is individually. Other than the pumpkin, you know, you could make the rest whatever colour you wanted. Is that you cooking, Tammy? Oh dear. That's not you on Shrove Tuesday, is it? I hope not. This evil lady's back, looking in the mirror with some kind of gothic handheld device, which looks really, really creepy. A chap with a bag on his head. He's not having the best of it, this man. He could even be the one that was on the pincushion, the voodoo doll. And then we've got a picture of her again, another one by her. So I'll just speed it up a bit, guys. Otherwise, they're all going to be just big flip throughs. How scary is that? So you got this young kind of girl here, and then another one with a mask on, sat at table, you know, as though know what's going on. There's nothing weird happening here, guys. That's what she's looking like. And then she's back again reading, I think, out of a spell book. And then she's inviting you to come back in, not that anybody would want to. And then that's the end of the book, guy, and it was printed in Germany. So again, my gifter with this so far has come up with a fantastic book here. And of course, I will link the book at the end. But I just want to read you at the back. It says, "Welcome to Horror Hotel Witch Hunt." And then it goes on to say, during the 1900s, the Suicide Squad brutally massacred 22 witches at the Horror Hotel. Now, the witches are back for vengeance. With their black magic more powerful than ever, sit back, relax, and tune out as you colour some of the creepiest, cryptic, and luscious witches on their quest for atonement at the Horror Hotel. Check in if you dare, but be careful what you wish for, as you may not check out. Each illustration features a gruesome and terrifying scene that will induce an internal nightmare and shock your conscience. So, very well worded. Just what you know, it's just what you like to hear every day. Very, very happy with this book. I think it will be a good one when I get going with it, and I'm really, really pleased. So thank you, Mrs. X, again. Then I was gifted this Wellbeing Journal that came, and it's in aid of Mind, which is the charity for mental health, which is a massive charity that I respect and like. And it is such a lovely book. I don't have a notebook per se. I have my work notes and things like that. But this, obviously, it's got colouring pages in it. It's got already printed pages in it. This could be my working out schedule for the channel, and I think I will use it as that. There's even got double page spreads, look, inside the journal. Hello, Faithfulness. Nice of you to join. There are quotes in it. There's colourings in it, lined paper. And then you've got the already pre-printed pictures. and then you can colour the surround on this one. Absolutely, really happy with that. And like I say, guys, I can use this now for the planning of the channel, what I've got coming up, what I've got in the pipeline, etc., etc. And it's going to be really handy to have. So thank you very much, Mrs. X, again. Then I was gifted pencil sketch colouring book, Fantasy Art. This is 25 pencil sketches, real texture, amazing results, printed on one side only. And this is by Manny, Izela, or Izela. So we open the book. It's volume 1 of Fantasy Art. And as you can see, they are very grayscale inspired, but the images are beautiful. This lady in particular, or fairy should I say, and then you've got this one here. This is a fantastic image. I love how all the trees in the background have got no vegetation on them whatsoever, and then it just looks so dank and miserable place, and then you've got this creature just in the middle of it all. It is gorgeous. Yeah, I think it's really nice. You've got this lady with a unicorn. The surrounding of those two images is really dark. And then you've got another portrait one here. Like I said, I'm not going to do full flip throughs. I really like this one of the woman sat on the lion. This looks a bit like Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi with the gold bikini. So that's what that's going to be having. And then this one, I mean, wow. Is it scary? Is it beautiful? Is it Pirates of the Caribbean? Is it a clown? Who knows? But it looks very interesting, and certainly good to colour. Okay, Jude. Yeah, excellent. Yes, I'll put some links up, mate. No problem. So there you have fingerless gloves. And then you have this terrifying dragon here. I mean, how scary is that? The detail in that is fantastic. And I do believe it would take pencil really well, that. So we've got 82 in the house, guys, and 48 likes. I cannot thank you enough. I like to keep my eye on that just to keep everybody interested. See if we can beat 70 from the last one. And then, yeah, so it's a lovely book again. It's been well thought out, and there will be a link in the description. Let me just have a drink, guys. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? All right. Hello, Kenny. Lovely to see you back. Then I got this one gifted, guys, called Dark Skies. This is by Terry Sherman, and it's part of the Blue Star series. Now, the book I showed you last time, The Quest, that's a Blue Star book, and that's very well made. So I would assume that this is going to be of similar vein. I've just opened it up at that page, and as you can see here, there's my mate's wife there. Look, she's got an itchy eyeball. No, I'm only kidding. That's a really good image to colour. I think that fantastic. You've got. It reminds me, this book, of what do you call the guy with the black books? What do you call him? All his books are black, called Sketchbook. Hello, Blue. Is it something Klein? Bennett Klein, that's the one. These images remind me of Bennett Klein's stuff a lot, in the way that they're presented and the design of them. If you look at my Instagram, guys, I had a downloaded image of this, and I've coloured that. That's on my Instagram. This one. Yeah, thank you, Christine and Rainbow. Yeah, that's who it was. So you've got some, you know, just run-of-the-mill people you see in the street every day here. And then each one has got a name, and obviously gives you the number that corresponds with that. I'm interested to see what Capricorn is on page 21. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, that's me, look, when I had long hair. And then we have a zodiac wheel on page 32. Let's have a look. See what that is, the zodiac wheel. That's it. Doesn't look like a zodiac wheel to me, but there we go. But beautiful, beautiful images. Again, you know, there's some absolute beauties in here that we could get coloured. So again, I'm really, really chuffed with that. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. But the box keeps giving, guys. It's just nowhere near finished as yet. So I won't go into length. There's a lot of little odds and sods which are really appreciated. I have like a new sketch pad from WH Smith's with sketch paper in it. So that's that. And then there is a pack of Uniball drawing pens, also in the package. It was like a big care package. And then this was in it as well, which is an A6 sketch pad to match the A5 one. So a little one here you can take away with you and take these pens and give you sketching some practice. That's my little card that I got with it. Obviously, I'm not going to show you that, but it's got a lovely, lovely images at the front that can be coloured. So that's, again, very, very beautiful. Then the next book was Gods and Beasts. This is a mythological colouring book, and it's by Adam Fisher. Now, you know I'm a sucker for a good quality book. This is a thick book, as you can see there. It's very, very heavy, and it's got a lovely smooth, kind of almost velvet textured cover. And Adam Fisher is the author of Brothers Grimm colouring books, which we all know some of those are pretty good. It's made by Pegasus, who are a good publisher, to be fair. And there's a little bit about the artist here. He grew up exploring local Welsh forests and drawing what he observed. Now he's grown up, he is still exploring forests and sketching what inspires him. So he's done work for the National Geographic Channel, he's done work for the Financial Times, and of course he is the illustrator and creator of Brothers Grimm. So well done, Adam Fisher. And he's produced this book, which is The Gods and Beasts. Now, this is a smaller book. It's the size of the Good Wise and Warriors ones, you know, the smaller ones, but it's, like I say, it's a real big thickness. And you open the book. The opening page is Gods and Beasts. It explains, the paper is really, really nice. And then we start off with a cockatrice. Old French. This monstrous product of an egg laid by a rooster was incubated by a toad. So again, lots of madness going on tonight. I'm not going to go through every page, but as you can see, the one-sided, I have discussed the Minotaur before. That's one there. And then we've got, absolutely, there must be 200 pages here of all these images, as you can see, that are really, really cool. This is Cyclops. This is Kitsune. It's a Japanese fox who can shapeshift into a human. So there you go. This guy, well, this is called a manticore, meaning man-eater. It's believed to be a distortion of the tiger based on the great fear it was held in. The body of a red lion and a human head with many, many rows of teeth. So there you have it. So these are like, you know, folklore monsters that have been, you know, mentioned in many books and things like that. But they really are quite peculiar in so much that they become appealing. They're that peculiar. You know, I'll certainly be picking out some images to do in here. But the you know, the images are beautiful. This guy's got an eye on you. He's a 100-eyed giant. Away ups. We won't discuss that one. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this as well. Big, thick book, good quality. You can hear the flex in it. And like I say, guys, there's no page numbers on it, but I bet there's 200 pages there. There's that many. So yeah, I'll put a link in below, don't worry. So again, very happy with that. And then inside the box also was a box of 24 WH Smith soft pastels. They're described as being bright, opaque colours, and each half stick is 32 by 10 mil. So as you open the package up, just bear with me, guys. Oh, it's not wanting to come out. Ah, here we go. So I'll just get something sharp. Hello, Anne. So here we are, guys, with the soft pastels. Look at those colours, they're beautiful. They come in this nice little box. The set includes, from left to right, or your right to left, we have white, lemon yellow, we have light yellow, yellow ochre, peach, orange, red, fire red, pink, it's gone wrong after that because that's not Naples yellow. But as you can see, we have Naples yellow in there somewhere, and we've got light ultramarine, dark blue, mid blue, light blue, emerald, light green, green, salmon. We have burnt sienna, cement hue, Van Dyke brown, dark grey, and black. So what a wonderful little set that is to practice your backgrounds and skin tones on. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So what I'll do, guys, is put this back in the box, and then we'll move on to the next item. Still in the box, guys. We're still here. It's still giving, this box. Yeah. Some more office supplies, odds and ends. So we have a Faber-Castell kneadable eraser, which I've never had one of these. So that's pretty cool. We've got 93 in the house, guys, and 66 likes. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. So this is a Faber-Castell kneadable eraser, which is part of the gift package. And what a wonderful little eraser that is. And then I have this from W.H. Smith's, which are 2 revision card packs, ring bound, but these can be used as index cards or anything, I would assume. Hello, Connie. Really nice of you to join. Thanks for coming. I think it's 16 now, Grace, but thank you. Thanks very much. It is, isn't it, just, Shannon? It's lovely. And, you know, all these little odds and ends, and it's just so well thought out, and I really appreciate it. And then we've got these little sticky notes and index tabs. Now, the index tabs are going to come in really good handy. Really good handy? That's not English, but there you go. They are going to come in real handy for marking pages down in books. And then obviously the post-it notes and the sticky notes you can use for, up to 93 now, Anne. So bob us a like on, if you will, please. Hello, Pamela. Thanks very much. These are going to come in handy. Like I said, I mean, when you are planning books and, you know, pages and picking pages out and stuff like that, brilliant. And then the final thing in the package, guys, I want to show you this. I've left it till last because I never did discuss with the person who bought me this gift package, but I have literally been after this book for over 12 months. And I'm not kidding you. You'll see why I was after it when I show it you, because it's an hardback book. And the only ones I could find were on eBay. And they were charging ridiculous prices for not only the postage, but for the book itself. So I couldn't believe it when I opened the package and this book's there. And it's called The Ultimate Street Art Book, Colouring Book. And it's a big, thick annual type book, and this is the first edition, and it's surrounding urban art and murals and that kind of stuff from around the world, and it's by Aimful Colouring Books. It's a big, heavy book, and basically the back says that what happens when 100 street artists get together to help you discover your inner artist. Enjoy colouring and exploring world-famous murals, knowing that for every book you get, we donate an educational textbook to children in need. Well, that's absolutely excellent as well, isn't it? So, hello, Desiree. You all right? So, as you open the book, guys, pages, I mean, you can hear that. What a book. So, like I said to you, it's by Info Media, and it's designed by Diego Orlandini, but it doesn't say who the illustrator is. It just says that it's done by Aimful Media. So, as you open the book, are you ready, it says, to discover your inner artist? So we start off, we've got this. Each page is perforated, or as I heard somebody say on their channel the other day, perforated. But yeah, it's almost cardboard, guys. And then on the back, you've got an image that you can cut, so you can pick both, I would have thought. Oh, I see what's happening here. Each image has got its own designer, so they've give credit to each artist, which I really think is a good idea. This is by Vero Rivera, this particular mandala type picture. And then it's got something and nothing on the back of each one. But you could, if you did them in pencil, you could still do these as well. And you probably could with marker, to be fair, it's that thick. And then you've got all these designs, from street art and bridges and things from over the world. You've got this lovely sea turtle here. You've got what looks a bit like the Titanic there. And it's just an oddball kind of book that's right up my street. It's very smooth now. It's very smooth but very thick. I mean, you can hear. Oh, that's nice of you, Shannon. I really am in awe of this package, and I can tell you now that I've got 2 more coming that's going to knock me out. So, these 3 packages that have come in this last 7 days are just going to be, so awesome. So I'll do those individually, guys. But as you can see on here, different artists, different styles. You've got graffiti, but I have been after this book for so long, I couldn't believe it when it was in the package. It's not even being discussed. You thought that was your knee, Janice? Oh, bless you. So as you can see, guys, I'm more than happy to do a flip through. It's something different. It's abstract. It's street art, that kind of thing. I like it just because of its unusual quality, and as you know, with my kind of books, I don't really. I like quality books, but I like unusual ones as well as the run-of-the-mill ones. I do like those as well. So really, really chuffed with that. And that's the end of the package as far as the gift was concerned. What a box that was to open. It's one of those things, and you think, oh my gosh, yeah, I've got that book, Morticia, and I know what you mean. There's some heavy lined work. There's some light, and it's mixed up a bit like the Carolina Kubikowska, is it, on the Ticket to Dreams book? Yeah. So yeah, really, really, really chuffed up to eyeballs. I really am, and I can't thank that person enough. I nearly said the name again. It is amazing, Christine, and I'm so thankful. When I say I'm thankful, I mean it. It comes from the bottom of my heart. I'm a big softie when it comes to that kind of stuff. So before we go into this book, I just want to show you some CDs I've got, purely because I think they're excellent, and I'll put links to them anyway, just as a bit of a extra. But I just wanted to show you guys what kind of music I'm listening to at the moment. So the first one I got was the best of Pantera, which is called Reinventing Hell. It comes with a DVD, and there are 16 tracks on that. There are a couple of CDs in here that I want to mention to you, so that you could just go away and listen to the one track that I want you to listen to, and then tell me next stream whether you like it or not, because obviously for copyright reasons I can't stick it on the CD. So that's the first one I got, Pantera, the best of Reinventing Hell. I've got Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf. And then I got 2 Iron Maiden CDs. Oh, did you, Tammy? Brilliant. No, no, no. I do stream a little bit, but I like my CDs. I like the artwork and everything. I mean, I prefer vinyl to be fair, but yeah, they're really, really cool. And these two Iron Maiden ones are kind of chronological in so much that this top one is from 1980 to 90, so there's 10 years there, and then there's 20 years in this one from 90 to 2010, and they've been brought out, all remastered. I will do. Oh, sorry, Shannon Dev put the link in. Yeah, I'm going to put links to everything. Yeah, the good Tammy Pantera, really, really, really good pioneers of this new rocky sound. This is one by my favorite band is the Arctic Monkeys, and the lead singer of that band is called Alex Turner, who went on to form a side. He hasn't left the Arctic Monkeys, but he went on to form a separate band called the Last Shadow Puppets. And this is a really cool one, guys. Look, it's a book with all the words and some photography in there. And then you get to the back of it, and then the sleeve is here with the CD in. I've not seen one like that before. I think that's pretty cool. So the guy that Alex Turner joined to make The Last Shadow Puppets was Miles Kane. So that's what that is. Then I really love this band, and this is why one of the reasons why I want to show you the CDs. The band are called Avenged Sevenfold. Now, what I want you to do, guys, I don't know if it's on this particular CD, but what I would like you to do is go away and listen to a track called Acid Rain. Really, Be Bright. Wow. They're my favourite band. I absolutely adore Alex Turner. Platonically, of course. So yeah, guys, this band are called Avenged Sevenfold. Again, with some very cool artwork. But what I would like, hi Dorothy, what I would like to do is somebody Google or go onto YouTube. They're called Avenged Sevenfold. And the track I'd like you to listen to is called Acid Rain. And what a track that is. And tell me what you think next stream, guys. Yeah, Acid Rain, Morticia by Avenged Sevenfold. They are the good, Shannon. Then I got these two by Kill Switch Engage with some more cool artwork on them. They're brilliant, Shelley. They really, really struck a chord with me. And like I said, Acid Rain by Avenged Sevenfold is a fantastic. We've gone through that. Now, these are a good band, guys. Really cool artwork again. The band's called Disturbed. That's the cover of one of the CDs. Oh, yes, I've heard of that, Shannon. And this is another one by them. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, May. Yeah, get it listened to. It's a fantastic tune. And then we move on to another one by Queens of the Stone Age. Very quickly now, guys. This other band that I like called Shinedown. We've got an album here called Attention, Attention. And then we've got one called The Sound of Madness. Can tell you already, Dave. Acid Rain is amazing. Shelley, it was probably so far away. Yeah. Yes. I've listened to that track today, Acid Rain, about 15 times. And it's just an amazing, and because I felt so, so nice having listened to it and found a good tune, I just wanted to share it with you. So you know, it is a colouring channel, I know that. So we'll move swiftly on. Okay, guys, I'm going to have a couple of minute break while I pick a picture from here and then start with, I think I'm going to start with my markers and my hard muff Koh I Noors, which I have in here. When do I think this stream will what, Anne? Are you listening to it, Susie? It's good, isn't it? And then he gets to a pitch where he wants to emphasize how much pain he's in or how much love he's got, and it goes to this mental octave that he does through screaming. It'll be up straight away as soon as I've done it. I'm just going to add into the description and everything. And while May's on, she gave me that recommendation the other day, and that's a very good tune as well. So we're fortunate that we all have something really nice to listen to. I shall be back in 30 seconds, guys. I'm not sure what the state of play is. We're putting a bit of background music on. Are you liking it, Caroline? I knew that the majority of my subbies would really like that song. He has got a great voice, Annie Lizette, and I thought I'll share it with them guys later on. So I'll be back in about a minute and a half, guys. So just talk amongst yourselves a minute, and then we'll get on with this. Just press that on there. I'll be back shortly. I love Metallica, Tammy. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just a quick toilet stop. Yeah, I quite like Van Halen. Some of the older stuff was a bit cheesy, but a great guitarist, absolutely fantastic guitarist. Dev, you should check out Disturbed on YouTube performing. So I will do, Kathy. I remember you mentioning that to me before. When I get back upstairs and everything, I'll give it a run through. Have you, Caroline? I was going to put a link up. Never mind. Right. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pick something with a good background. And I'm going to try something a bit different with my watercolour markers. I'm not going to use my Karins because they're upstairs. I'm going to use my Arteza water brush pens if I can find them. Just bear with me, guys. Here they are. So I'm going to try doing stuff with the Arteza water-based ink brush pens and the Koh I Noor hard muff pencils. So all we need to do now is pick a image. So this is Fantasy Adventure by Eric Messenger, which is part of my Manuary series. And what I thought was, I have been doing the comic covers, and I was going to show them today, but they're not quite finished, so I'm going to show them on the next stream. Let's have a look and see if we can find anything in here. Because a lot of these images have that water look effect, don't they? You know, the blues and things like that. So I'm going to try something. It might turn out like crappy, but who cares? You know, if you don't try anything, you'll never be able to know if you can do it or not. What you happy about, Mortish? I'll just catch up with chat. Have you got some good medical news by any chance? Let's have a look. Oh, fantastic, Mort. I am so happy for you. I know that obviously that must have played on your mind a lot. Very, very pleased for you. You're an awesome person, Morticia. I don't know if you can see the bottom of these pages, guys, but it's got a thumbnail of the image, and then it shows you the 5 colours that's used in that whole image. But I'm wanting to kind of do something in the background with water brush pen, and then do marker with pencil over the top for the image. So let's have a look. What do you think about this one, guys? I don't know if you can see the background is all kind of like, it's a cross between flagging and stained glass window. It could be either. So what I thought was we could make it stained glass window-ish. And let me just break the spine of this. Yeah, I thought that, Tammy. And then we could, you know, do a couple of colours in each section and see what they come out like. Now, I need to pick a colour combo for these, bearing in mind we've to do the fairy that's going to stand out. So I was thinking of like navies, purples and pinks for the background. What do you think? Oh, thanks, Susie. Okay, we'll give it a go anyway. How's that? Just get straight into it. Okay, right. So let me find our water brush. It's got some water in. There's water in here. Maybe. Yeah, there's one here. Oh, use that. That's a medium kind of tip. And I need a piece of blotting paper. I've got some here. Okay, guys, we're near enough there and thereabouts now. So the background then, I was kind of thinking, we have a couple of pinky purples in the first tray, so I'll try that one. See what else there is. Okay. Those are the greens. Those are the blues. Really dark blue. Like a midnight blue. We could try that one. And we've got a midnight blue here as well. And then a pale purple here. I just want a bit of red, and then we're sorted. Do, 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 do. That's red. Cool. Right, guys. Put these away. Okay, so what I'm going to try is, technique-wise, I'm going to try to do the wet on wet technique, which is I'm going to just do a bit of the background first in the water, and then my idea is that I'm going to try and dot it on and let it bleed and see what kind of texture we come up with. So let's have a look. So I'll just finish off with the red, so I'll put this one back so that I know which colours we've used. And then once that starts to dry, I'll just go over with the water once more, very thin layer, and hopefully that will bond them together that little bit more, fuse them, or whichever word you like to use. Oh, goodbye, Tara. Once that dry, guys, we'll end up with something like that. It's a bit wet at the moment. Hello, Cassie. Nice of you to join us. And it's bled right into the dress, which fortunately I'll be able to cover with marker, so at least we know that it is working. So I'll crack on with that while you lot are talking. It will have done, B, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's come through, but obviously this has caught. Well, it hasn't actually touched that. So I think once it dries, it's going to look obviously really, really cool. So. Thank you, Shannon. It's one of these that will be done in sections, guys. So what I might do is just do this end here and then turn the book around, and I can start, while that's drying, I can start at the other end of the book, other end of the page, sorry. I'm busy day tomorrow with my son's 5th birthday. Okay, Shelley, thanks for dropping in. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks, Be Bright. Yeah. Once it's spread, guys, it reminds me of, which I'll show you close up shortly, but it reminds me of, I can't think what it reminds me of. Almost like something you see under a microscope when you're looking at cell organisms and that kind of thing. But it's a pretty cool effect. I'm happy with it. It has bled over the lines on a couple of places, but that's not an issue because some of it's into the dress, which will be done in marker anyway. So I'm just going to touch these bits up. And then, but I don't know if you can see that when it's really, really in, guys. The effect is quite nice, and it isn't dry yet. The top bit there is the bit that's drying. So as you can see, you've got all these blotches. I am pretty confident it might look a bit shitty now, but I'm pretty confident it'll look nice. You know, all around the fairy once we've done it. So I'm just gonna turn it round like this, guys, so that has got plenty of opportunity to dry. And then we're going to just start using markers for this. So I'll probably just use the ones I've got. Let me have a look. I've got the ones in front of me, the Spectrum Noir markers, so we could use those. So let me think. I think we'll do the hair first, as it's the other end of the book. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think that might be the case with this, Christine, and hopefully it will. So I'm going to go with a yellow hair, a blondie coloured hair, and then that allows me then to put darker shades of yellow, orange, and so on at the roots. So let's just pick a yellow. Let me get my swatch, my scrap swatch book out. In fact, no, I've just been gifted one, haven't I? Excellent, a really small one. So let's use that, guys. We'll use the A6 sketch pad, which can now be my marker test pad. So I'll pull a couple of yellows from here and I'll get your opinion on them. This is CT3. It's a very mustardy, goldy colour, that one. I don't want the hair too dark because I want to be able to see pencil detail in it. So let's try. It's really fast, isn't it? Yeah. Let's try the CT1. That's a very lemony colour. What do we think about that one, guys? Or I do have the pastel yellow in the La Mouchette markers, which are an absolute beautiful marker. Again, that's a bit goldy, isn't it? It's near enough the same colour as the other one. So let's go with the CT1. which is this one. And we can start with the colouring in the hair. So while I'm doing this, guys, what should we talk about? Has everybody got over Christmas? You know, got back to the normality kind of thing? Hope so. Oh, and while I remember, guys, next oh, thank you, Desiree. I appreciate that. They're selling the case. I've seen a man, and you know what? I've just been gifted a full set of Copics chows, which is one of the packages that's got to come yet. So I've looked at those, and I think I'm going to put the chows in some, and I might put these real brush pens in them as well. I'm glad you've reminded me, Anne, because I saw them last night. They're black and red, aren't they? Am I right in thinking that, Anne? And they're like black and red with the clasps that click in. Yeah, I've seen them, and they would fit the Copic chows perfect. So I may well end up getting a couple of those, but I did see them. They look really good quality, don't they? Yeah, I'm glad you've reminded me about that. Try not to get any streaks. I know that the pencil will cover some, but it's always, I would imagine, it's always better to try and practice the without getting them if you can. Yeah, that's what we're on about, Grace. It's black and red, and it has the straps that's got clicks on them, and they go through. And they look to have insets in the. They don't just go through a band. I think they have tunneled insets inside the bag. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Nick and Tina's been gifted that, which were full of markers, the 96 markers. Oh, cheerio, Ollie. Yeah, thanks, Grace. I'm thinking of getting a couple for the Copic chows. You know, with me having a set coming. Yeah, bye, Ollie. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Grace. I love the La Mouchette markers. I think they are, well, I told you before, Grace, I absolutely adore them. I think they're fantastic. Come on. The finicky bits now, guys. Yeah, I love using them with grayscale. I like them. But the one thing that I like about them is the ability for underpainting. And I don't know if you've tried it yet. And if you use them, much similar to the technique I'm using here with pencil on the top, you will be staggered. They kind of take a back seat as far as the colour's concerned, but they do leave the tone in. I think they're fantastic that way, and especially the skin tones. If you wanted to do a face, and you put one of the La Mouchette down as the underpainting for that, you will. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. To be fair. Kim T, yes, of course. You're having a conversation with your husband and you have a question for me. Yeah, fine. Could you let a self-driving car drive you around and be comfy with it? Ooh. Do you mean legally or do you mean could you do it in the capacity of doing your job at the same time kind of thing? Hiya, Natalie. So that's going to be drying now. So let's go back to our spotties. You see that's come out really good. I like that. I might just do over here, between the wings and down to there, so that I can. Have you just listened to it? It's lovely, isn't it, Essie? Bonsoir, Joanna P. Bonjour tout le monde. I'll catch up with chat in a minute, guys. I'm not. I don't know, Anne, at the moment. I'm kind of enjoying it. Hello, Ashley. Lovely to see you. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you, Grace. I think it's going to be one of those that look even better when it's dried. That's still soaking wet at the other side. I just put my hand on it by accident and it was soaking wet. I think so, Kim. I can't see any reason why not. I can't see any reason why not, hon. See you later, Grace. Time for your nap, Kenny. That's fine. I've got 3 places now in this book, guys, that's wet through. And I've missed a little triangle here. Nobody spotted it, did they? You buggers. Just put 1 dot of each colour in that little triangle. Dish. I've seen that book and it's lovely. I won't mind it myself. Izela, which book am I colouring in? This is, Veronica, this is the fantasy adventure book, and it's by Eric Messinger. I'll be putting links up afterwards, so don't worry about that. I'd rather collect and colouring books that I've come to realise is than present. Yeah, I agree, Rosemary. I don't think there are any rules, are there? You know, it's what fits you the best, I think. And you know, is that what it's called, Nana? Circle portraits, right? Thank you. So yeah, Rosemary, I think that you know, it's one of them situations where you know you do what you enjoy, and whatever fits best for you, you know, you do that, and I think that's a golden rule within colouring. I think it's you know, one of those situations. So I might as well do this other corner while the other 2 are wet. I've not seen a flip through essay. Is there one on YouTube, is there? The only bits from that book I've seen are some completed pages on social media. No, I've not actually seen a flip through of the book. I think Sammy's after that one. I think that's one of the ones she told me about a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, should I say. Oh, is it, Nana? Right. I'll have to have a look for that, Anne. Is it on Etsy, mate? Oh, I've seen that one as well, Nana. That looks decent. You don't mess about, you do, you, Nana, when it comes to books. No, he doesn't, Rosemary. I am very much pleased with the books I've got of his. I am Mona. Yeah, I totally agree, Rosemary. His artwork is fantastic, and you know, it's one of those where you start looking at the one particular image, and then you see other stuff in the same image, don't you? You know, in the same page, and you think, gosh, you know, the imagination and the time that goes into creating one of those is fantastic. Yeah, but all yours, Nana, are the Is that what you've been told, Anne? Oh dear. I'm happy with that title, Nana. That's that's fine. There is, Rosemary. I totally agree with you 100% there. There is a very much a lot to his art, and you know, very much a lot of his. I would imagine his personality comes out in the, in the illustrations that he creates, really. But I'm just happy that I can put my own slant on what I would imagine the images to look like. So I mean, this one will be a bit messy at first, but I can promise you that once it's tidied up and dry and penciled and that kind of thing, I'm really looking forward to how it gets out. Okay, Kim, not a problem. 84 still in, guys. That's amazing. Thank you very much, and thanks for modding, Kim. Mod salute as always. Take care, Kim. So let me just check on here. What's everybody colouring at the moment, guys? Or are you going from whip to whip? Cracking the whips out. I've never done it before, Rosemary. No, I just had an idea earlier on, and I thought I was a bit apprehensive because everybody is if they've not tried anything before. So I thought what I'd do was try it, and hopefully it would come off. And I think it has done. I'm pretty confident that when it dries, I can show you the original piece now. And it is this kind of effect, look. So if you look in the top corner here where my finger is, that is more dried than the other. So it has a lovely effect to it. There is a bit of ghosting and crinkling of the paper, but once it's dry, I can put it back under some books and iron it out again. So that's not an issue either. A whole bunch of whips. Aye. Where would we be, guys, in the colouring world without whips? Where would we be? Just need to put a bit of red in these two. One there, one there, one there. Okay, guys. So at the moment, this is what she's looking like. Like I said, do ignore the bleed over, especially this part here, because obviously the dress is going to be in marker along with the hair. I've managed to get the hair without any streaks in. I think she looks pretty cool at the moment. I think that once we've got all the other this section, that section, and these two done, I think it's going to look really, really nice. So hopefully we'll be able to, put something out there from the modernist colorist that looks a bit different. And I think that I've just had a quick scroll back in chat, and it sounded as though Nick were chomping at the bit to start the channel. I'm not too fussed over 5 or 10 minutes, but anyway. Thank you, Mona. So what I'll do is I will do more t-shirts. They'll all be up. I'll make sure that in this description of this video, there will be plenty. Well, I said plenty. There'll be all the links that's we've talked about today. Yeah, that's the reward, May. And thank you very much for your comments, guys. Oh, that's great, Cassie. I hope you enjoy that. So, unfortunately, I don't really want to, but unfortunately, I think we have to go. I was quite in a bit of a routine there. But what I'll do, guys, I've forgotten to tell you some of the other stuff. My gosh. Right, guys, the news channel-wise and Black Widow-wise. Right. I usually leave it for the last. So the news for the channel is that I'm gonna be now streaming at the same time as this, but on a Tuesday as well. So I will put something on social media. I'll put a thumbnail out, but I am going to be streaming Tuesdays and Fridays now because I want to get more videos out there. And now that obviously we've got most of the things in place collecting wise, we're going to have an extra night. Oh, brilliant! I'm glad you're all pleased about that. The news as far as the Black Widow skin tone pencils are that I spoke to Albert yesterday, and not a problem, Janice. Thank you for coming. I know he is, Shannon. Yeah, it's only 5 minutes. I won't be long. I spoke to Albert yesterday, and what Albert said to me was that in addition to the delay that they're having with the production manufacturers, the other thing that's taking a slightly little bit longer than the norm is that he's having them light fastered, guys. So the new 2 sets of 12 that come out from Black Widow will be shown exclusively here and also on the Art Gear guide. And they are, for those who don't know, there are 2 sets. One is a light skin tone, one is a dark. Albert is currently in the process of having them all light fastered, graded. And obviously there is just a production issue, which is not as bad as we first thought, but it's just taking a little bit longer than we anticipated. So pretty shortly, guys, we're going to have 2 new sets of pencils on here to review, and they're both going to be skin tone. So we'll have to have a little think as a channel, won't we? And try and think of 2 portraits that we could use on each and do them justice with that. And then obviously do it live. And depending on when they come out, we can also call the month, something to do with that. I don't yet, Cassie, because I think obviously they're going to be slightly more expensive than the last set, and I think that will be due to the fact that they've been light fastered. So I mean, Albert's full on with it. He's trying to get things done. But when you're relying on 3 or 4, maybe 5 different cogs to be turning at the same time, I think that tends to slow things down, if one stops. So it was scheduled for the end of December for a release. It was then scheduled for the beginning of January, and now they are scheduled for the beginning of February, which I said last time. But there's no change to that in the last update, so that's pretty good as well. There was no one on my list. I'll put a link up for you, Morticia, and the Black Widows. No worries. Right, guys, I'm going to have Nick coming after me from Canada with a claw hammer if I don't get off. It's been really, really lovely tonight. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad we've tried something new. And then in addition to that, I'm glad that we've got a second night per week. I think there'll be a sneaky video on Sunday at some point, fitting in with everyone else, with Happy Mail. And I'll see you all on Tuesday evening, which is good to know. So thanks very much, everybody, for joining. I really appreciate your support, as always. And I'll get these links put up in the next hour or so, and I'll be on Nick and Tina's stream, and I'll see you all there. Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.